J and North Central battling for that number 2 seed in the upcoming Niobrara Valley Conference tournament. The brackets will come out Monday. It will be undefeated CWC, the top seed without a doubt, followed by either North Central or EPPJ. So those 3 teams will get a first round bye in the NVC. We will take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the tip here from Rock County High School on KBRB between the North Central Knights and the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes. High school basketball tonight on AM 14, 106.3 and KBRB.net, as well as on the Rock County YouTube channel. Just go to the Rock County Public Schools website, and you can find a link, or if you go to YouTube, just search for Rock County Public Schools, and you'll be able to find a video stream of this game, along with the call here on KBRB that we're piping in here at Rock County High School, as we do with Kippahaw County High School and at Ainsworth Community Schools. So those schools providing a video of these games live, and they bring in the KBRB call to go along with them. We'll come back with the tip after this on KBRB.
From concept to completion, Hallett Construction, Scott Hallett, specializes in steel buildings, custom-built homes, additions, kitchens and bathrooms, drywall, window replacement, siding, and more. When it's time for improvements, call on Hallett Construction of Springview.
SB Auto Center in Springview handles all automotive repairs from minor to major. Does tire repair, has an on-location tire truck and 24-hour wrecker service. Does custom exhaust pipe bending, makes hydraulic and AC hoses. That's Hesby Auto Center, a block west and a half south of the flashing light in Springview.
Yeah, thanks to the crew at Hesby Auto Center bringing you the ball game tonight on KBRB. All of our North Central sportscasters as we follow the Knights throughout the season. Had the Knights on yesterday and their sweep on the road over rival Ainsworth. And now the Knight boys trying to finish a second sweep as they take on Anselmo-Merna tonight after the girls' an impressive performance. Knights in their home whites with the blue numbers and letters. Coyotes in the road red with the black numbers and letters. Anselmo-Merna wins the tip and will go up against a North Central man-to-man defense. Up top with the basketball is Porter. Swings it to the freshman Myers. They try to enter it in to Doria. That one's knocked away by Troy Reynolds. They get it off to Lambertson. Lambertson with his back to the basket, kicks it outside. They swing it around in the left corner. Now dump it inside to Doria. Nice feed down the lane and the layup for Wyatt Lambertson on the feed from Doria. And the Coyotes get a bucket on their opening possession. Here is Bruns. Gets it around to Anderson. Looks like a 2-3 zone for the Coyotes. And Painter loses a handle on it inside, trying to make a post move. Stolen away. Taking it the other way is Doria. And it is off the Knights and out of bounds as Doria tried to cut to the hoop. It will stay with the Coyotes. Cade Safronic to inbound it for Anselmo-Merna. Looking inside, nothing there. Now gets it in on an outlet to Garrett Porter. Swinging around in the corner to Lambertson. His pass dangerous, saved by Myers. He'll take a pull-up 15-footer, miss. Tries to follow his shot. It's tipped out to Garrett Porter to keep the possession alive for Anselmo-Merna. Porter in the left corner. Guarded by Bruns. Knights now go to a 2-3 zone after that first possession where they went man-to-man. Immediately jump into the 2-3. On the wing, here's Porter, tries to penetrate, tries to dump it down low to Safronic. He gathers, catches, shot hangs on the rim, won't fall, and then it's knocked out of bounds and will go over to the Knights. Last touch by Doria. Knights get a stop, 2-0, Anselmo-Merna. 6:36 to go in our first quarter. Dolan Pospischel handling the point duties for this North Central team. Kicks it off to Bruns, around to Anderson. Anderson's had some big games here in the month of January as a sophomore has really provided an offensive spark for this North Central team. Pospischel had a big game Tuesday night in the win and come from behind over Niobrara Verdigris. Most of his damage in the second half of that one. Bruns in the right corner. Knights deliberate, trying to drive baseline. Shut off nicely by the freshman Myers. Safronic guarding Anderson. Anderson goes to the right, gets it past Doria and knifes it in to score. Anselmo-Merna fans wanted a travel call, and there's a turnover as Bruns takes it away from the Coyotes. And then Bruns steps on the sideline trying to race ahead. So the Knights will give it back. Good job by Bruns anticipating the pass, jumping into the lane and picking it off, but then as he raced up the court, stepped on the sideline. Not a lot of room here at Rock County High School from the first row of the bleachers to that out-of-bounds line. It's pretty tight along the sides. Into the corner it goes. They dump it down low to Duria. Duria trapped underneath, tries the reverse layup, won't go, gets it back and scores. Duria stayed with it, got caught too far underneath the hoop, trying to reverse layup that wouldn't go, but the Knights couldn't snag the rebound. 4-2 Anselmo-Merna. Pospisil the floater off the glass on a drive, won't fall with the left hand. They get it ahead to Safronic, and he is going to be called with a charge. Safronic picks up the charge call, and it will be North Central basketball. First whistle of the game. Safronic picks it up. Second turnover on the Coyotes. 4-2 Anselmo-Merna. Little lower scoring first quarter than we saw in that girls ball game where the North Central Knights exploded for 22 in the first quarter. 22, 16, 20, and 16 for North Central in the 4 quarters and a season high. 74 points. We've got a hold away from the basketball. Is that the second on Safronic? They called it away from the ball. Yes, it is. So that's 2 on Cade Safronic here in the first half. Played just 3 minutes. So we will see a sub in as Carter Johnson into the ball game. Safronic sits with the 2 fouls. Johnson, a 5'9" junior. So 2 quick ones on Cade Safronic. Bruns needs to get it in, does so to Pospisil to beat the 5-second count. Dolan creates a little space against the freshman Myers. Boy, Myers sticking right with him. Dolan gets it out to Painter. Tough catch. Ryan makes it. Pospisil around to Bruns. Bruns wants to drive, takes it inside, and he'll travel with it. Good help defense there by Wyatt Lambertson. Forces the travel from Bruns. Coyotes lead it 4-2. See if we got an update. It is Santee hanging on 53-50 over the Stewart Broncos as there's a push underneath on the Knights as they tried an entry pass into Duria. And the foul goes against Ryan Painter. First whistle on North Central. So it is Santee 53-50, a winner over Stewart on the girls' side tonight. Anselmo-Merna basketball with a 4-2 lead. This one knocked away, but saved by Lambertson. Dumps it down low to Duria. The finish won't fall. Duria stays with it, can't get it to go. And a third time won't fall before Painter finally grabs a rebound. Duria, 2 offensive rebounds, 3 looks at the bucket. Couldn't get the shot in. Bruns the other way, buries a triple. Ben Bruns with a West Plains Bank 3 on the assist by Dolan Pospisil. And the Knights take the lead, 5-4. We're going to have to track lead changes maybe in this one. 5-4 North Central. That's our 3rd lead change of the opening quarter. 4 minutes to go. Lower scoring game. There's a kick ball by Troy Reynolds as Reynolds got a kick on an entry pass intended for Duria. 3:58 to go in the first. Knights are going from left to right, from south to north as we call it here. The Coyotes from right to left, north to south. Turnover on Anselmo-Merna. And it will be North Central basketball on a 1-point lead. Pospisil gets it off to Bruns on the wing. Hit a 3 on the last possession. Gets a screen from Painter. Now Ryan on the right wing. Dumps it into the right corner to Reynolds. Reynolds double team. Gets it off to Bruns. Bring it around to Pospisil. Pospisil entry pass to Painter. Painter, the defense collapses on him. Knocks the ball away. He's got to get out of the lane. Pospisil, time to measure a 3, and he knocks it in. Pospisil all day and hits a West Plains Bank 3 on the assist from Ryan Painter. Defensive lapse there. Myers the other way, tries to answer, can't. And the rebound pulled down by Pospisil. Boy, Dolan could have had a cup of coffee out there at the top of the key before he launched that 3. Gets it off to Anderson, now to Bruns. Bruns on the drive, trying to work it past Garrett Porter. Into the corner it goes to Reynolds. Reynolds looking for Painter inside, and it's knocked away and stolen by Lambertson, who saves it inbounds nicely to Carter Johnson. Turnover is the 4th on North Central. Myers, the freshman, gets it to Lambertson. Around it goes to Porter. Now to Duria. Duria kicks it to Porter. Corner 3. That one's off the side of the backboard, and the rebound down to Ryan Painter. Painter had a 10-rebound game, double-double last night in the win over Ainsworth. Here's a drive by Anderson, kicks it into the corner. Bruns open for 3, got another one. Ben Bruns on a West Plains Bank triple. The assist from Carson Anderson. That is the 3rd West Plains Bank 3 of the quarter for the Knights, 2 of them from the senior right-hander Ben Bruns, and the Knights jump out to an 11-4 lead. The Knights are on a 9-0 run behind 3 threes. We'll take a break with a timeout. Anselmo-Merna on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard.
For independent grain marketing, contact Pride Grain, located on Highway 20 between Long Pine and Bassett. Pride Grain has a variety of marketing tools available to meet your individual marketing plan. Contact Pride Grain, a supporter of local athletics.
Well, both these teams playing better basketball. The Knights have won 4 of their last 5, and so far the outside shots are falling for this North Central team. Ben Bruns has hit a couple of threes. Dolan Pospischel with 1. Carson Anderson a bucket, and it's 11-4 North Central. Knights on a 9-0 run. Throw it inside to Doria, gets trapped under the basket. Another missed shot too far underneath the hoop. This time it's Anderson that comes away with the board. Anderson in, and he is blocked and fouled in that one, I believe, on Lambertson, and they're going to call it on the shot. So a good take by Carson Anderson. And it will go against Wyatt Lambertson, so they're going to give 2 free throws. Oh, I thought it was Anderson. It's Bruns is going to step to the free throw line. I thought that was Carson that drove there. Instead, Bruns walks to the free throw line. Bruns misses the first. He's a 55% free throw shooter. Well, I was mistaken. I was sure that was Carson Anderson that made that drive and caused the foul, but it's Bruns at the line. The video won't lie. I'm guessing maybe I'm wrong, as the second one hit by Bruns, and it's 12-4. It's a 10-0 North Central run. Yeah, we're here on video on the Rock County YouTube channel. The video never lies. I can make it up on the radio, and you don't know any better. But when there's video to go with it, I better be right. Here's Myers with it. Kicks it up to Lambertson, and now to Porter. Lambertson on the wing, gets it back to Myers. Reynolds trying to front Doria. He takes it in the corner. Now to Porter. Porter tries to drive, and he flips it into the 4th row of the stands. Just lost the handle on that one as he tried to go to the freshman Myers. That is turnover number 4 on Anselmo-Merna. Boy, the Coyotes started well, but they've struggled here in the last 4 minutes. 12-4 North Central on a 10-0 run behind 3 threes. Pospischel with it. Gets it off to Painter. They are sagging way away from Troy Reynolds on the opposite side, keeping Doria in the paint is kind of like a center fielder there in that paint to help if there's penetration. Pospischel, deep left wing, guarded by the freshman Myers, gets it off to Reynolds on the deep right wing. Troy up top. Anderson takes a deep 3. That's in! Wow, the Knights' 4th West Plains Bank triple of the first quarter. The assist to Reynolds as Anderson has 5, and that one was from 3 steps beyond the 3-point line. Deep jumper, Porter won't fall, and Painter has his 3rd board. Knights on a 13-0 run to go up 15-4 with a minute left. Good crossover, Pospischel all the way to the hoop, misses on the scoop shot. Tried a little double clutch, and the rebound comes down to Lambertson. Boy, Pospischel pretty on everything except the finish there as he kind of double clutched it, was anticipating maybe a block. A trailer there, and Doria offensive foul as he pushes his way in on Troy Reynolds, and Doria has his first whistle. That's 4 fouls on the Coyotes, just 1 against North Central in this opening quarter. 41.5 seconds left. North Central on a 13-0 run, a 15-4 the lead by the Knights. And look out, folks, North Central's starting to come on a little bit. They're in a sub-district with Westhold, Ainsworth, Neely Oakdale, and that's going to be a wide-open sub. This North Central team starting to play pretty good basketball. Got a 3-point win on the road at Ainsworth last night. They've won 4 of 5, or 3 of 4, rather. 4 of 5 they've won, including 3 in a row. Knights will try to hold for the last shot with 15 seconds. Bruns on the deep right wing. Tries to penetrate, kicks it to Pospischel. It looks almost like a triangle and 2 that they are running here. I would call it more man-to-man, I think. But they do just kind of have a player playing off of Reynolds, and a 3-quarter court shot after a Knight turnover is no good. But, boy, good first quarter, especially defensively for the North Central Knights. They hit 4 threes in the frame and will take a 15-4 lead into the second 8 minutes of basketball here from Rock County on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. Knights by 11. We'll be back with the second 8 minutes after this.
Take control of tax season with the trusted local professionals at Best Books and More in Springview. Personal, business, and agricultural services available, and much more. Call the local experts at Best Books and More at 402-497-2724 in Springview.
West Plains Bank of Ainsworth and Springview values each customer. They strive to offer you the financial products and services to help you accomplish your life's goals. West Plains Bank, Ainsworth and Springview, member FDIC.
Your irrigation system needs are met locally by Perfect Valley Irrigation of Bassett. Perfect Valley is your Valley Center Pivot dealer. They don't just sell you a Valley system, they give you the service you have come to expect from Perfect Valley Bassett.
Thank you to the crew at Perfect Valley in Bassett, just west of town there. As the North Central Knights have an 11-point lead. They finished that first quarter on a 13-0 run and held Anselmo-Merna scoreless for the final 5 minutes of the frame. And the Knights hit 4 West Plains Bank threes in that opening 8 minutes of basketball. North Central ball to start the second quarter. Anselmo-Merna man-to-man defensively. They're switching off a screen. Here's a drive by Anderson. Kick it into the corner. Open three for Painter. That one's too strong. And the rebound down to Dalton Doria. Coyotes get a stop. Good look for Painter in the left corner. He likes that spot. He's hit that shot pretty consistently for the Knights, but too strong on that one. Trying to hit the 5th three of the game. Here's Myers, tries to answer the other way. That's back rim. And Pospisil grabs a defensive rebound. Out battles Doria for that one. Ahead to Painter on the right wing. Gets it up top to Pospisil. He's guarded by Carter Johnson. Out for Reynolds. He'll take a three. That one misses everything. Well, Troy tried to show you're going to sag off, leave me open. I'll try to knock one down. He misses. The end of the game is the first sub for the Knights. It's Raiden Orton. Heard the last stretch of that Ainsworth North Central game last night, and Orton had a double-figure rebound game off the bench last night in that win by the Knights. So Orton comes in. He's a 5'8 sophomore, starting to see more time and really works hard on the defensive end in an undersized post, but he battles on the glass, gets himself good position, puts a body on his opponent. Doria backs it out, kicks it around to Myers. Myers tries to work off a screen. The runner by the freshman. Tough shot, hangs on the rim and falls. Good take and pull up by Quentin Myers. Defense was pretty good there from Anderson. Just a better shot by the freshman. Into the corner to Orton. Gets it off to Ryan Painter. Now up top to Pospisil. 6.5 to go. Pospisil, deep three. That one back rim and falls way up high in the air. And Dolan knocks down a West Plains Bank triple that hit the back of the rim straight up in the air and right through the hoop. Well, sometimes you get the shooter's touch as Myers pulls up on another baseline jumper, and that one won't fall. But then the outlet pass from Painter tried to go to Carson Anderson, and Anderson was racing down the floor. Painter threw it where Anderson was, and Anderson was headed the other way. Turnover Knights. They're 6th, 18-6. North Central is into the game. Comes Joel Finney. Finney is a 6'3 senior in for the first time, replacing Lambertson. 7 have played in this first half for Anselmo-Merna. Knights have played 6. Knights don't go super deep. We'll probably see a little Stetson Kaufman, maybe Eddie Reynolds, as there's another wing jumper from about 13 feet, knocked in by the freshman, Quentin Myers. Now a drive, Pospisil kicks it into the corner to Carson Anderson. He turns the corner, pump fake, now pull up 13-footer, that won't fall. Rebound tapped around into the hands of Johnson, and Anselmo-Merna wants to push. They're back within 10. Coyotes up top, here's Porter open for three. He's got one! Garrett Porter buries a triple on the assist from Quentin Myers. And all of a sudden Anselmo-Merna climbs back within 7 at 18-11. They've outscored the Knights 7-3 here in the second. Anderson guarded tightly by Johnson, and he'll get whistled for a foul on a reach-in. That's the first on Carter. 5th team foul on Anselmo-Merna. Bruns and Painter checking back in for the Knights. Out go Reynolds and Carson Anderson. We also get our first look at Stetson Kaufman for North Central. Kaufman, a 6'3 junior post, into the game for the first time. 18-11, North Central by 7. They've hit 5 threes in this first half. Pospisil a drive, a kick. Painter a three on the wing. That one halfway down and out. Bruns had the offensive rebound, but it goes off his leg, and it will go over to the Coyotes. Well, we trying to look for some score updates. Again, final score on the girls' side. Santee defeats Stewart at home, 53-50. Stewart girls stringing together a few losses now. They played some really good basketball in December early, but they kind of fallen on hard times. Lost to Valentine last night as a 3 missed by Porter. Another rebound for Pospisil, and then he's pushed and fouled. And from here, the Knights will be in the bonuses. That's the 6th team foul. Second foul on Carter Johnson. Cade Safranek picked up those 2 fouls early, and he had to exit. He's not come back in. He picked up 2 fouls in the first about 2.5 minutes. Now Johnson exits with his 2 fouls as Lambertson back in after a quick breather. 18-11, Knights by 7 with the basketball. 15 of the 18 North Central points have come via the long ball. Bruns on the wing, gets a screen from Painter, drives, kicks it to Ryan. Ryan looking into the post for Kaufman. He's guarded by Finney. Orton drives, and he tries to kick it out. It's stolen by the freshman Myers. Myers with a left hand can't finish, but he'll go to the line, as it was either Bruns or Pospisil there to commit the foul. It's Dolan that picks it up. He'll force the freshman to earn him at the free throw line. Myers on the season is a 64% free throw shooter. 18-11 and a chance here for the Coyotes to creep closer. 4.5 to go in the first half. First one is in. Myers now with 5 to lead Anselmo-Merna here in the first half. Pospisil will exit. Carson Anderson back in, and a timeout taken by Coach Troy Graff as the Knight lead, once as large as 11, has been cut to 6. And on the TCB scoreboard, it is the North Central Knights 18 and Anselmo-Merna Coyotes 12. Back to Rock County High School in a moment on KBRB.
Circle B Livestock of Bassett offers a complete line of livestock needs, from feeds to pharmaceuticals to livestock handling equipment. Make one stop for all your farm and ranch needs. Stop at Circle B Livestock. They are the livestock producer's friend in Bassett. Doing what's right yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Investing in our local communities is not a one-and-done project. At GJW, LLC, and Sandhills Elite Genetics, they take their responsibility to produce safe food seriously, doing their best for people, pigs, and producers. Get the line you've always dreamed of with K-Line. Daniel and Matt will make sure your line gets exactly the treatments it needs, exactly when it needs them, all season long. Having a beautiful lawn is easy and affordable with K-Line of Bassett, 402-684-3557.
Big thanks to the K-Lon crew, the Morrisons, bringing you our broadcast tonight on KBRB. Coming off a North Central timeout, it'll be a free throw upcoming for Quentin Myers. These the first 2 trips to the line for the Coyotes. Knights are in the bonus. 6 fouls on Anselmo-Merna. That foul on Pospisil to save the layup was just the second of the half on North Central. Second free throw for the freshman, and he can't get it to fall. And the rebound down to Painter. Ryan has his 4th board of the half. Into the corner to Raiden Orton. He is guarded by Finney. Up top, deep 3 for Painter. Halfway down, and it comes out as Finney away with the board. And now down 6. Anselmo-Merna can chip away at the lead even more. Lambertson throws it inside to Doria. Doria working against Kaufman. Triple team. Kicks it outside. Myers, extra pass. Corner. Porter. 3. No. Rebound to Carson Anderson. Knocked down by Stetson Kaufman. Turnover is in. Goes Porter. Porter collects the loose ball and scores. So Anderson picks up a board, but then knocked to the ground by Kaufman. Loses the ball. And it is a bucket for Anselmo-Merna. They've trimmed 7 off that deficit. Anderson has the ball poked away, but out to Painter. Painter on the left wing needs some help now. Has to get it to somebody and does so finally to Bruns to beat the 5-second count. 3:35 to go in the half. Knights have now gone a little cold offensively. Bruns into the corner to Anderson. Anderson tries to turn the corner. Mid-range jumper hangs on the back of the rim, won't fall. Doria down with his 5th board. They try to throw it ahead, and Lambertson can't save it. That was a tough catch as it was way over his head. He's muttering as he heads back down the floor, says, I'm not 6'9", guys. And that one will be the 5th turnover. Pospisil back in after a quick breather. Reynolds also back out there with Painter, Carson Anderson, and Stetson Kaufman. 3:15 to go here in the half. 18-14. Knights have been outscored 10-3 here in the second quarter. Reynolds looking inside for Kaufman, swings it across to Painter. Painter high post to Stetson Kaufman, goes to work, kicks it out to Anderson, and Anderson will get called, got a blocking foul. Thought maybe they were going to call a travel on Anderson. Instead, it'll be a foul on Myers, potentially, I believe, is who the call goes against, and it's a 1-1 for Carson Anderson. It is the first foul on the freshman, but a 1-1 here for Anderson. Anderson with 5 points. Anderson on the season is a 63% free throw shooter. 3:03 to go in the half. Knights trying to stop a little run here from the Coyotes. Misses a free throw. The offensive rebound putback won't go for Kaufman, and then a jump ball between Carson Anderson and Garrett Porter. So Anderson can't connect on the 1-on-1 opportunity. Kaufman got an offensive rebound and missed the putback. Have a final score from Elgin as EPPJ defeats the West Holt girls 50-40. Here's a runner on the baseline for Myers that won't go, and the rebound down to Troy Reynolds. Pospisil feeds it ahead to Carson Anderson. Anderson shut off on the drive. Needs some help, kicks it out top to Painter. They're letting Doria basically kind of play center field as now Troy Reynolds turns the corner all the way to the hoop and he scores. Troy Reynolds uses that speed to blast past Quentin Myers. Reynolds gets the first bucket of the game for him, and it's a 6-point North Central lead as that stops the bleeding a bit for the Knights. 15-foot pull-up way too strong for Lambertson, and there's Reynolds on the board. 20-14, ahead it goes to Carson Anderson. Shut off by Lambertson. The ball knocked away from Carson. He chases it down. Now kicks it into the left corner to Ryan Painter. Down low to Kaufman, working to his right. Little short jumper is good. Well, just bowling his way in there with Stetson Kaufman on the third assist for Ryan Painter. And the Knights with 4 straight to double the lead, 22-14. Porter on the drive, loses the handle, tries to save it, and it's knocked out of bounds by Reynolds. Doria was able to save it after it was knocked free from Porter, and it goes out of bounds off Reynolds. Kaufman out after getting the bucket, as back in comes Bruns. 22-14, Knights by 8. They've led by as many as 11. And back in is Cade Safranek with the 2 fouls. They bring him back in, and he'll be out there. Final 1:40 of the half. They go high post for Lambertson, and he's bumped and fouled. That's going to be the second, I believe, on Dolan Pospisil from the top of that 2-3. So just 3 fouls on the Knights, but 2 of them are on the junior guard and leading scorer for this North Central team. Dolan Pospisil, Knights up by 8, not in the bonus or even close. The Coyotes, just the 3rd foul on the Knights. They get it in on an outlet to Lambertson, off to Myers. Contested 3 is good. Myers on the assist from Lambertson. The freshman leads the Coyotes with 8, and it's a 5-point game, 22-17. Pospisil off to Reynolds. Reynolds guarded by Doria, hands it off to Bruns. Minute 20 to go. Bruns tries to turn the corner using the left hand, and he draws a foul. Good play by Bruns, a senior. Working to his left. They were shading him that way so that he had to work left. He obliges, and he's going to get the foul. It's the second on Quentin Myers. So 2 on Myers, 2 on Safranek, and 2 on Carter Johnson for Anselmo-Merna, and 2 free throws here for Bruns as that was in the act of shooting. Ben knocks it in. He has 8 in the first half, hit 2 threes in the first quarter. He's now 2 for 3 at the line. 23-17 North Central. Minute 16 remaining in the half, and Bruns knocks in the pair. And we've got a whistle prior to the ball being entered as Raiden Norton will enter. He'll take Pospisil's place as they'll protect Dolan with the 2 fouls. 24-17, Knights on top, and now it looks like a little 2-3 zone for North Central, but there's an unforced turnover. The pass from Porter wide of Myers. He could only get his fingertips on it. That's an unforced turnover by Anselmo-Merna. Knight basketball with a minute 10 to go in the half. 24-17. Knights led at 15-4 after 1. 15 of their first 18 points came on 3-point baskets. They've hit 5. Bruns turns the corner off the glass and scores. Good take to the hoop by Ben Bruns. He faked left that time, cut it down the right lane, and knocked it in off the glass. 26-17 with 49 seconds. Reynolds with a knock away, but it's saved by Lambertson. His shot too strong. Painter collects the board. Ryan goes quickly the other way. Now he pulls up from 15, kicks it into the corner to Anderson. Out to Reynolds, fakes the 3. Reynolds, a runner from 15. No, chases down his own miss in the corner. Troy Reynolds was after it immediately and throws it off the leg of Doria to save the possession with 28 seconds remaining. And now with the Knights on the offensive end, they'll bring Pospisil back for Reynolds. North Central with a 9-point lead in the ball. Been a nice little answer for the Knights. Inbound three-point shot. Anderson can't get it to fall. And the rebound comes down to Lambertson. He wants to run. Tries to throw it ahead to Myers, who's able to save it in bounds with a great behind-the-back play as he just flipped it back into play as he was racing along the baseline just to save it. 10 seconds in the quarter. Safranek up top to Myers against the zone with 6. Myers swings it around to Porter. Porter flips one up at the rim, hits the back of the rim, and the rebound to Painter as time expires. So the Knights, a nice little rally there late in the second after the Coyotes had cut an 11-point deficit down to 4. But North Central answers with a little 5-0 spurt to close out the quarter. And the Knights will take a 26-17 lead to the break. That's your Tri-County Bank halftime score. We'll come back with a TCB halftime show, including a visit from North Central girls coach Alex McCleary. That's when we come back on KBRB.
Do you know who the biggest North Central Knights fans are? Well, it's the gals at the Springview Herald, that's who. Subscribe today for one low cost and catch up on all things North Central Knights, plus so much more. The Springview Herald, proud supporter of the North Central Knights.
The Whistle Stop offers floral arrangements and gift items for any occasion. Fresh flowers and silks, plants, bouquets, sprays, and arrangements. Let the Whistle Stop in Bassett make it a memorable occasion with one of their unique creations.
Jim Arnhold of Arnhold Insurance Agency in Bassett can provide you with health, life, and cancer insurance, Medicare supplement, nursing home, and disability coverage, business and estate planning. Give Jim a call at Arnhold Insurance in Bassett, 402-684-2901. Buying or selling livestock is made much easier when you buy and sell with Bassett Livestock Auction. Remember, sale day is each Wednesday, so make plans to attend or call to consign your livestock. Bassett Livestock Auction, Bassett.
The Ainsworth Feed Mill is proud to buy corn from local farmers because the best corn in the nation makes the best chicks in the nation. And when money stays local, it multiplies time and time again. GJW and the Ainsworth Feed Mill, putting our local area first and feeding the world.
Well, we welcome you back here to the half on KBRB, AM 14, 106.3 FM, on the FM side and on KBRB.net, as well as on the Rock County YouTube channel with the video stream. We're here at the half. It is the North Central Knight boys leading the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes 26-17. Knights led at 15-4 at the end of one. Anselmo-Merna rallied to within 4 in the second quarter before the Knights finished on a 5-0 run to make it a 9-point game. Tri-County Bank halftime show, and we're joined here atop the bleachers at Rock County High School by coach of the North Central girls, Alex McCleary. And, well, you get a little hiatus heading into the Niobrara Valley Conference tournament, but I think arguably, no doubt on the offensive end, but arguably your best 32-minute performance that you put together against a solid team tonight.
Yeah, for sure. You know, defensively, when we got up, we kind of quit talking a couple times, and they're a good team anyway, so you do that and they make you pay, and obviously they put up some points, but offensively you're 100% right. That was our best 32 minutes, and it's not even close. And it's just, I don't know, for whatever reason, we just kind of finally trusted it. I mean, time after time after time, we made the right play, and it was fun to watch.
Well, you know, this Anselmo-Merna team, I kept saying over and over again, you know, that's a good opponent.
Mm-hmm.
They've got athletes, they're deep as far as there just wasn't really a weak spot in their starting lineup, but you know, you just look up and that lead all of a sudden, you're like, wow, this seems like a competitive game when you're watching it, and all of a sudden you look up and it's a 16-point, a 20-point game.
Right, you know, and it sure helps when you make a couple from the outside. That was a big thing early in the game, you know, and we went, you know, we kind of ran our inside offense that we run against a man team where we can just get a post touch immediately, and we ran that, got a score, and then we come down next possession and nail a 3, and it's just like
pick your poison.
Yeah, it becomes that. So I don't know, when the ball goes in, it makes our lives a lot easier offensively, where everybody can just contribute and play, and hopefully, you know, the 10 days off doesn't cause us to go cold. But the, you know, nice thing is there's plenty of stuff to work on. So.
Well, I was impressed with the way the post players were working for position away from the ball. I mean, if you were just watching the ball, you wouldn't see it, but the fight for that post position was happening well before the ball rotation, and by the time the ball rotated back, that post had their defender sealed, and it was literally catch, turn, and score.
Yeah, you know, and we've been working that. That's the big thing, is we've been working it the last couple weeks in practice as far as just working some mic and drills, and then building that into our post touch and stuff like that. And it was fun to watch. It's, I don't know, it's nice when a team comes and they do what they practice. Like these guys are a man team, and we were hoping they would stay that way just so we could get work against it. I mean, we've seen that a few times in the last couple of weeks even, where teams playing man 90% of the time we walk in the door, we don't want any part of it. We'll sit in the zone, beat us from the outside. We'll double your posts. And so it was, I don't know, it was good for our girls to see something different and, probably get some confidence back.
Well, you've had to really lean on the defense this year. There's just been times where the offense, it'll show spurts, but then maybe goes cold for a little bit. You've really had to rely on the defensive stops. But, boy, you get a game like tonight, and is this something you point to the team and say, hey, look, it makes the defense a lot easier when we can go down and get good looks on the other end?
Right, exactly. And honestly, that's what we've been talking about is just, honestly, maturity on the offensive end, where trust the process and trust what we're doing, because they're all individually good enough to make their own plays. But if they work together within it, and share the basketball, like I say, it's going to be really tough to beat us down the stretch. And you throw in our defense when we really turn it on. And I thought in the first quarter we did, and then we lost our legs too. Third game in 4 days will do that. But like I said, when we turn it on defensively, there's not many teams that can score consistently against us. It's just a matter of taking care of things on the offensive end then.
Well, now it's trying to keep that momentum heading into the NVC tournament. You'll likely get a first-round bye, and so it'll be probably a dozen days or more before you're back on the floor, potentially maybe a Monday quarterfinal round or Tuesday, whichever day the girls play in their quarterfinals. But good job on the win tonight. Really an impressive performance. We said it numerous times on the air, especially the offensive end. By far the best 32 minutes we've seen the Knights put together, and it was consistent. 22 in the first, 16 in the second, 20 in the third, 16 in the fourth, and that's pulling the starters with over 3 minutes left. So just a really impressive performance tonight against a solid team. So congrats on the win. Good week for your squad with 3 wins.
Sir.
And we'll catch up with you again in the NVC tournament.
Yep, appreciate it, Greg. I think it's February 2nd. Here in Rock County, regardless. So I don't know who it'll be, but that's where it should be. But thanks for all your coverage, and have a good one.
There you go. Coach Alex McCleary on KBRB joining us here on our halftime show. Our halftime show brought to you by the Tri-County Bank. Let the Tri-County Bank Ag Lending Team deliver the financial resources you need to maintain and grow your agricultural operation, whether livestock, grain, equipment, or real estate. The TCB staff specialize in custom-made financing plans that will fit your operations needs. Stop by one of their offices, Stewart, Atkinson, Bassett, O'Neill. Find them online, tricountybank.com, or on Facebook. See how the Tri-County Bank Ag Lending Team can help build your future together. The Tri-County Bank member FDIC is an equal housing lender. Well, after one quarter of play on the boys' side, Stewart leads Santee 23-14. Broncos got their 11th victory yesterday in a game we had on KBRB against the Valentine Badgers, now up 9 on the road against Santee. Santee won that girls game over the Broncos 53-30. It was Elgin Public Pope John on the girls' side 50-40 over West Holden. You just heard from Alex McCleary after his North Central Knights won a 74-45 game over a solid Anselmo-Merna team who drops to 11-4, Knights to 14-3. Let's run through our halftime statistics in this 26-17 North Central lead over Anselmo-Merna. And don't sleep on that last little spurt from the Knights. Anselmo-Merna had some momentum built. They had cut an 11-point deficit down to 4, but a little 5-0 run at the end gave the Knights back the momentum and a little bit more of a cushion heading into the break at 26-17. Big first half offensively for Ben Bruns. Bruns hit 2 West Plains Bank threes and finished with 11 points in the first half. It was 6 on 2 threes for Dolan Pospischel, 5 for Carson Anderson, including a 3. A bucket for Troy Reynolds in the second quarter, as well as a bucket in the second quarter for Stetson Kaufman. For Anselmo-Merna, it was a good first half for the freshman Quentin Myers with 8 points to lead the Coyotes. 5 for Garrett Porter, including a 3, a bucket for Dalton Doria, and a bucket for Wyatt Lambertson. Rebounding-wise, I have North Central with a 15-11 advantage on the glass thanks to 6 rebounds from Ryan Painter, 3 each for Troy Reynolds and Dolan Pospischel, 2 for Carson Anderson, 1 for Stetson Kaufman, For the Coyotes, 5 rebounds for Dalton Duria, 3 of those on the offensive end, 3 for Wyatt Lambertson, 1 each for Carter Johnson, Garrett Porter, and Joel Finley. For the Knights, assists, 3 of them, Ryan Painter, 1 each for Pospisil, Reynolds, and Carson Anderson. And for the Coyotes, I had 1 assist each for Myers, Duria, and Lambertson. 2 fouls on Cade Safronic, Dalton Duria, and Cade Safronic, Carter Johnson, and Quentin Myers for Anselmo-Merna. 2 fouls on Dolan Pospisil for North Central. 26-17. Knights turn it over 8 times. Anselmo-Merna 6 plus 2 for the Coyotes. But the Knights are plus 4 on the glass. North Central 3 for 5 at the free throw line. The 3 makes from Bruns. And it was Anselmo-Merna 1 for 2 as the Knights committed just 3 fouls in that first half. Second half ready to go. It will be North Central basketball. Trade ends of the floor. Knights will go from right to left, from north to south, as we call it here at Rock County High School. The Knights in their white home unis with the blue numbers, letters, and stripes, and the Coyotes in their road red uniforms with the black and white highlighted numbers and letters. Knights have the starting 5 out there: Painter, Bruns, Anderson, Pospisil, and Reynolds. Looks like the starting 5 as well for the Coyotes. Carson Anderson throws it over the head of Dolan Pospisil. It's chased down by Troy Reynolds in the backcourt to avoid a layup the other way, but an over and back call, and the Knights turn it over to start the second half on a poor pass from Anderson. Here is Myers, who led the Coyotes, gets it off to Safronic, who missed a bunch of that first half in foul trouble. He has it on the left corner, puts it on the deck, and now swings it across. It's picked off. Telegraph pass. Bruns picks it off, gets it ahead to Carson Anderson, who takes it in, misses the layup. Bruns with a tip in. Bruns with the steal and follows it up, and when Anderson missed, Bruns was there to tip it home. 13 now for Ben Bruns, and the Knight lead back to double figures, matching their largest at 28-17. High post it goes to Duria. He tries to dump it down low. Good feed. Short-armed it, though, did Lambertson. He got it back and scored, so it'll take an assist away from Duria, but Lambertson follows it up, gets the bucket. Now into the corner. Bruns for 3. That one off the front rim, and the board down to Duria. Here comes Dalton with a head of steam. Kicks it into the corner to Porter. Now they swing it around to Safronic, top of the key. Porter on the right side tries to drive in, shut off by Anderson. Myers into the hands of Lambertson. Up top it goes to Safronic. Knights in that zone. Here's a deep 3 taken, back rim for Myers, and the rebound to Troy Reynolds. Reynolds with 4 boards now. 28-19, North Central by 9. 3 on the way. That's back rim for Painter, and the rebound down to Myers, and he wants to press tempo. Now stops, kicks it out to Porter, swing it around to Safronic, tries to go down low to Duria, knocked away by Painter and picked off by Reynolds. 8th turnover on the Coyotes. North Central trying for win number 4 in a row. 15-footer Painter off the left side of the iron, and Duria there for the board. Ryan's been a little cold, hasn't scored, has 6 boards and 3 assists, but yet to get a bucket to fall. 9-point game. Here's Safronic looking inside, tries to throw it down for Duria, and he's bumped and fouled, and Duria comes out holding his left thumb. The foul going to go against Troy Reynolds. Hey, Troy made it through the whole first half without a foul. The Knights only committed 3. That's just the first on Troy. An aggressive defender and a good athlete, as there's a pickoff by Dolan Pospisil on the outlet pass. Dolan flips it in with the left hand. And the Coyotes have now turned it over 3 times here in the quarter. It's led to 2 runouts by the Knights. The lead back to 11. That is 8 now for Dolan. Bruns with 13 to lead the Knights. They throw it inside Duria. They get it over the top of the fronting defender there. Duria with the finish on the assist from Wyatt Lambertson. Dalton has his second bucket, 30-21. 5:10 to go here in quarter number 3 from Rock County High School. Knights will have one more game before the conference tournament, as they'll get a makeup game in with Chambers Wheeler Central, who's really struggled this year. Just don't have a lot of numbers. Got a pretty good-looking couple of freshmen that are playing for CWC, but they just don't have a lot of kids out, as there's a shot from Anderson in the lane that's blocked by Lambertson. Rebound comes down to Myers. Ahead to Porter. Hands it off to Safronic. A 9-point game. Safronic dumps it into Myers. Little runner hangs on the rim and falls. And we've got a pushing foul. The bucket counts. and then a push on Doria. The bucket will count for Myers as he's into double figures with 10, but then Doria picks up his second foul. Bruns exits as Raiden Orton returns. Knights have played 7 in the game, as have the Coyotes. North Central leads it 30-23. They've led by as many as 11 at the half and again here in the third quarter. Coyotes have cut it to as close as 4 in the second quarter. Painter, high post, gets triple team, gets it to Orton along the baseline. He dribbles it back out, dumps it down low to Painter, and he's reached in and fouled, and that's on Lambertson. Lambertson on the reach in, and must have been frustrated, said something, and apologized immediately as the official turned and looked at him. So that's a quick whoop, didn't mean that. Second foul on Lambertson. That was a quick one, saying, nope, I'm sorry, didn't mean it. As out it goes to Pospischel. Pospischel kicks it into the corner. Anderson couldn't get a clean catch to put up the shot. Now out to Reynolds. Reynolds into the left corner to Raiden Orton, looking for Painter on a post up. Instead, it's out top to Pospischel. Halfway through quarter 3, Knights by 7, 30-23. Knights have been outscored 6-4 here in the third. Anderson flips it up. Dangerous pass to Pospischel. He's able to track it down. Dolan pulls up for a 3 on the wing. That's front rim short. And the rebound down to Myers. All 3 of Quinton's rebounds have come here in the third quarter. Head to Safranek in the right corner, looking inside for Doria. Painter fronting him. Swing it around to Lambertson. Up top, it goes to Safranek. Knights stay in the 2-3 zone. Safranek on the wing, kicks it into the corner to Myers. Up top to Lambertson. Around it goes to Porter, into the corner to Safranek. He takes it into the paint. Jump stop. Shot blocked by Painter into the hands of Troy Reynolds. Reynolds' 5th rebound. The block for Ryan. And it goes to Anderson. Back out top to Pospischel. High post to Painter. Extra pass. Carson Anderson for 3 in the corner. In and out. And the rebound down to Safranek. Boy, that one rattled almost all the way down before spitting out. Good pass by Painter on the quick touch to get Anderson the open look. Good look for Carson from the corner. Just couldn't get it to fall. 30-23. They dump it along the baseline to Myers. Shot up over Painter. Won't fall. The rebound down to Pospischel. Dolan leads the secondary break as the Coyotes get back up top to Reynolds, around to Painter. 3 on the left side. There's one for Ryan on the assist from Reynolds. And a timeout for Troy Graff as the Knights rebuild the lead to 10. Painter been a little bit cold on the offensive end. He's been doing everything else. 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block, but there's his first bucket. It's a West Plains Bank 3 on the second assist for Troy Reynolds in the game. 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Glad to have you with us on KBRB. Our last updates on the boys' side, 23-14, Stewart over Santee. After 1 quarter of play, have not seen. It's kind of late start over in Elgin tonight as they have not yet got through a quarter. It's going to be a long night for KBRB's Cody Gucci making it home from Elgin. Appreciate him making the road trip. Has had some additional duties after classes got out at Ainsworth Community Schools. Had some mock trial practice to go through today, so I had to take the short road trip and give Cody the trip to Elgin, where he's covering the Westhold Huskies. Here it is off a North Central timeout. Knights leading by 10, 33-23 over the Coyotes of Anselmo-Merna. The Knights with a 3-pointer from Ryan Painter to push the lead back to double figures. North Central has led much of the game. I think the only 2 leads were 2-0 and 4-2 for Anselmo-Merna. Knights had a 13-0 run in the first, and now we've got Myers is down after a foul, and Quentin slow to get up as the crowd kind of goes quiet. Quentin grimacing as he hit the deck, and Myers is going to come out. So it looked like I don't know if he rolled an ankle or had some knee contact or what it might have been, but he looks okay now as he walks off to the sideline, but he kind of went down immediately. And he'll go out as it was the 3rd foul on Dolan Pospischel. And they get the inbound to Carter Johnson, who came in off the bench to replace Myers. Baseline jumper in and out for Porter, and the rebound down to Dolan. Pospischel has 5 boards. Anderson, 18-footer the other way, won't fall. Long rebound into the corner by Porter. Porter head to Johnson, puts a shot up and in as the Knights a little slow to get back, and Johnson gets the bucket on the assist from Porter. 33-25, 2 minutes to go here in the third from Rock County High School. North Central, a really impressive game tonight. 74-45 on the girls' side over an 11-win Anselmo-Merna team. Knights turn it over. Porter the other way, double team to Johnson, out to Lambertson. He wants to drive, pull up, 16-footer is short. I don't know if that was partially blocked. It missed everything. They say no touch by the Knights. So it will be North Central basketball. 33-25. Reynolds is out as Bruns back into the ball game. Stetson Kaufman also comes back in for North Central, getting Painter a breather. Minute 35 here in the third. 33-25. Knights lead it by 8. Bruns up top to Orton on the deep left wing. As the Coyotes have gone now zone for much of this one. Anderson swings it into the corner to Bruns. Knights kind of shot him out of that zone early, hitting 5 threes in the first half, 4 of them in the first quarter. In fact, 15 of the first 18 North Central points were via the West Plains Bank three-point shot. High post to Kaufman, turns, faces the bucket, has it poked away, gets it back, out to Bruns, open three on the wing for Ben. Front rim, no, didn't follow his shot, and it allows Carter Johnson to get the board. Ahead it goes to Doria, knocks over Anderson, and a charging foul on Dalton Doria, his third. And give Carson Anderson some credit. Doria at about 6'3", Anderson listed at a very generous 5'9", and Anderson absorbed the contact, draws the foul on Doria, 10th turnover on Anselmo-Merna. Out goes Lambertson as back in comes Myers. Good news there for the Coyotes as Myers, after grimacing and hitting the deck, is back in after just a short breather. Pospisil gets it on the wing to Anderson, up top to Bruns, trying to spread out this zone defense. Pospisil probing the left wing, kicks it into the corner to Raiden Orton. Kaufman flashes down to the low post. Orton backs it out, gets it to Pospisil with 35 on the third quarter clock. Bruns on the deep right wing, back to Carson. Anderson around to Pospisil, 25 seconds remaining. Knights working some clock here, see if they're going to try to hold for the last shot of the quarter and take at least an 8-point lead into the final 8 minutes. They go high post to Kaufman. He puts it on the deck, tries to dump it down low to Orton, and it's too wide of Raiden's grasp. Knights will turn it over for the 11th time. Painter returns for Kaufman with 12.4 seconds on the third quarter clock. Lambertson back in, as out will go Garrett Porter. 33-25, Knights with the lead, but the Coyotes now with a chance at the last shot. They set a screen for Myers. The help comes, gets it to Lambertson, off to Johnson. 3 on the wing, big shot, won't fall. Rebound is knocked free, and that will close out the quarter as Painter snags it for his 7th board. And the Knights will take a 33-25 lead into the final 8 minutes. A little lower scoring third quarter. Anselmo-Merna outscores the Knights 8-7. And with 8 minutes remaining, Knights at home are leading by 8 on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. We're back with the fourth quarter from Bassett after this.
Town and Country Market in Springview is open from Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. each day, serving the area with fresh cuts of meat, produce, dairy, canned and boxed goods. Shoppers, don't forget to have your pot of Gold Card Punch for the weekly drawing at Town and Country Market in Springview.
Three River Telecommunications strives to better serve their customers of North Central Nebraska with the latest telecommunications technologies, local and long distance, DSL, and digital HD TV. Three River Telco Lynch, Three River Communications, and Three River Digital Ainsworth.
Rock County Agronomy provides you a complete agronomic package, including soil sampling with recommendations to meet your crop's needs, custom blending, and application of nutrients and chemicals. Rock County Agronomy of Bassett.
We'll have a score update from Elgin as EPPJ has a 12-9 lead after one quarter over the Westholt Huskies on the boys' side. Santee won Elgin Public Pope John won the girls' game over the Huskies 50-40. Here it's the fourth quarter. Glad to have you with us on AM 14-106.3, on your smartphone and TuneIn radio app, or on the Rock County Public Schools YouTube video channel. And there's a steal by Ryan Painter on a post-entry pass intended for Johnson, but it's taken away by Myers. He picks the pocket of Bruns and lays it in. So Myers gets the turnover back by picking the pocket of Ben Bruns. Myers has a dozen to lead the Coyotes, and it's a 6-point game. Pospisil kicks into the corner. Open three for Bruns. That one won't fall. Troy Reynolds, the offensive rebound. Putback won't go, but Reynolds earns free throws. Troy does all the little things for this North Central team. Plays really strong defense, as a natural athlete, so fast, still kind of learning the touch on the outside shots and things like that. But boy, a play like that shows you why he's out there, as he races in for that rebound. Just about gets the three-point play, and he knocks in the first free throw. The foul was the first on Joel Finley, who was out there. Out goes Safronic and Finley, as back in come Porter and Doria. 34-27, second free throw for the junior, Troy Reynolds. This one is up, front rim, won't fall, and the rebound pulled away by Doria, his 8th. So Troy splits the two. First free throws of the second half for the Knights, and we've got a hold foul called on Bruns. That's the first on Ben, just the third foul on the Knights. There have not been a lot of fouls called in this game. 8 in the first half on Anselmo-Merna, just 4 here in the second half. Knights only had 3 in the first half and 3 in the second half, so nobody really other than Dolan Pospisil's 3 and Dalton Doria's 3 in any kind of foul trouble. Good no-look pass from Myers out to a three-point shot for Johnson. It won't go, but Pospisil the rebound. Excellent pass, though, for Myers from the high post. Bruns loses the handle on it, gets it out on a tip to Pospisil, bounces it in the corner to Troy Reynolds. Reynolds back to Pospisil, 6:45 to go in a 7-point game. Pass tipped by Johnson, saved by Anderson. Carson into the corner to Reynolds. Reynolds bounces it, tough pass, high post. Painter, good feed to Carson Anderson for the finish. Great feed from Ryan Pater, his 4th assist, and Anderson puts it away. His first bucket since the first half, and it's 36-27. The Knight lead back to 9, just keeping a little bit of working margin are the Knights. Myers loses the dribble, dangerous pass, nearly knocked away by Anderson. Saved by Johnson, 3 in the corner. Porter off the right side of the iron, and hitting the deck hard is Myers, as he got tripped by Bruns, not intentional, as he was trying to race into the baseline to save that one, and Myers basically back first, slammed into the concrete block wall over in the corner. He's up and appears to be okay. There's nothing intentional there. They were both after the ball, and just Bruns accidentally kind of tripped up Myers as he was ready to dive after it. It forced Myers to kind of slide, as instead of being able to dive forward, he got knocked sideways, and he landed back first into that block wall. Not a lot of room along the baseline here, and of course the padding only right underneath the hoop. Knight basketball, as the ball was out of bounds off the missed shot. Anderson gets it to Pospisil as the Coyotes go with a full court press, and Pospisil able to dribble through. Now ahead to Orton, in for the left-handed layup. What a feed. Dolan Pospisil weaving his way through traffic to break the press and find Orton, who streaked into the hoop for his first bucket, and it's matching the largest North Central lead at 11. Safronic, big shot, won't fall. Weak side rebound, Reynolds is 7th. And Reynolds in the backcourt, needing to get it to somebody, gets it to Pospisil, and a pushing foul, and if it's on Doria, it's his 4th, and a technical, and that may do it for Doria. Said a choice word, and he said, "You'd been warned." I just heard the official say, "You'd been warned." So Doria picks up his 4th foul on the personal, and then a technical foul, and that will do it for Dalton. Just frustration there. Said a choice word. The official, when he called the technical, said, "You had been warned," and he will foul out with 5:46 to go. So Doria, 4 points, a game-high 8 rebounds and an assist, but he will head to the bench with 5 fouls, and now he's just seeing that he's got the 5th, as the technical, yes, counts as a personal, and so he'll have to head to the bench. And Dolan Pospisil going to take the 2 technical free throws. Knights already up 11 and can really make things tough on the Coyotes now if they can get a couple of free throws here and then they get the ball back. 38-27. Pospisil's free throw with everybody clear is good. Dolan with 9. He's been really coming on offensively lately for the Knights. So it was over 20 points in that come from behind win. Had a big second half to fuel that night victory on the road against Niobrara Verdigris. Pospisil misses on the back half of the technical despite the lean. And tried to will it in with a little lean like he was expecting it to draw on the golf shot. 39-27, and North Central gets the ball back. But more importantly, Doria fouls out of the game, the good post player for Anselmo-Merna. 39-27, Knights with their largest lead of a dozen. And now the Coyotes kind of extending that zone defense. Reynolds trapped along the sideline, and he steps on the sideline. Good double team there from Lambertson and Porter to force the turnover. 13th North Central turnover. Anselmo-Merna with 11. Been pretty clean for both teams. Those are numbers both coaches, I'm sure, can live with. 5.5 minutes to go. They try to throw it down low. Lambertson catches, collects, and scores. On the feed from Porter, Lambertson has 6. Pospisil, they break the press ahead to Reynolds. He'll pull up for a 13-footer. That's on the back of the rim. Good box out by Porter. Ahead it goes to Myers. Myers has it knocked away from behind and then kicks it out of bounds. And it's over to the Knights. Good play by Raiden Orton the other way, poking it away from Myers from behind. Myers then kind of lost his footing, fell, and as he fell, he kicked the ball out of bounds. Myers exits as Bruns comes back in. Painter to inbound it against a full court pressure, gets it into Pospisil, see if they just clear it out for Dolan. They double team him, and then he is held and fouled. That's on Safranek, and again, Anselmo-Merna kind of got their arms in the air trying to question these calls, and the officials don't like it when you show them up, that's for sure. They've just issued one technical that fouled Doria out of the game. And at the half, we have a score update. Stewart leading Santee 43-29. They're from Santee tonight. Broncos looking for win number 12 against 4 losses. So out will go Safranek with his third foul, 39-29. Pospisil at the line for a 1-and-1 as that was the 7th team foul on the Coyotes. This one for Dolan is good. Pospisil now in double figures. He has 10. Bruns leads the Knights with 13. And it's an 11-point game. Largest lead for the Knights has been 12. Dolan can match it here with 5:02 to go if he can knock in a free throw, which he does. Dolan hits a pair. And it's 41-29. North Central by a dozen. Johnson goes high post to Porter, and he cuts his way into the hoop for the layup. Porter gets an easy one on the assist from Johnson. Now Pospisil in the backcourt, weaves through a double team. Knights have numbers, 2-on-1. Orton ahead to Bruns, extra pass Anderson. Shot won't go, but a foul. Good ball movement by the North Central Knights, and it starts with Pospisil breaking the press. They had a 3-on-2 advantage when they got it ahead. Orton to Bruns, extra pass to Anderson. Third foul on Carter Johnson, as it will be a 1-and-1 here. No, this will be a 2-shot foul for Anderson. That was in the act of shooting. Anderson misses off the front rim. Carson 0 for 2 at the line. He has 7 points. Kaufman returns as Painter exits. 10-point game, 4:43 to go. Still plenty of time for the Coyotes. Second free throw here for Carson. That one is good. He has 8. Knights are 8 for 13 at the line, and the Coyotes are just 1 for 2. The Knights have just not committed many fouls out of the zone. 3 fouls in the first half, 3 fouls in the second half. That doesn't lead to many free throws. Myers, they block a foul, a moving screen away from the ball will go against, that goes on Joel Finney. Away from the ball, and now Finney asking what he did, and they're basically saying that he wasn't set when he set the screen to try to free up Myers for the 3-point shot. That is the 13th turnover on Anselmo-Merna, matching the 13 against the Knights. Backcourt, Pospisil, they double team him and tries to throw it ahead to Raiden Orton, and Orton can't squeeze it. And that'll be a quick turnover on the Knights with 4:26 to go, so that time the press effective. 11-point North Central lead. Coyotes need to value every possession, and their Bruns will knock down Porter and pick up a foul. That's the second on Ben, just the 4th on the Knights. Knights can be aggressive out there. They have not come anywhere near to putting Anselmo-Merna in the bonus. 4:20, Knights can gamble a little bit on the wing. They throw it inside to Lambertson, extra pass to Myers. That shot short. Myers chases after it, gets it back and scores. Boy, Quentin Myers, impressive. As a freshman for this Anselmo-Merna team, has 14 to lead the way. Pospisil too tall for Anderson, but no, a pushing foul called as Pospisil is knocked down and fouled, and now the official having words with another one of the Anselmo-Merna players as Pospisil threw an errant pass but got knocked to the ground afterward. The foul goes against Wyatt Lambertson, his third, and it's a double bonus now for the Knights. Big swing there. Boy, if they'd have just left Pospisil alone and not made contact, the pass was released and was way too high. It would have been a turnover on North Central. Instead, it's 2 free throws for Dolan Pospisil. Halfway through quarter number 4, Knights have maintained a working margin through much of this game thanks to a big first quarter run as Pospisil misses the free throw off the back of the rim. Painter returns as out goes Stetson Kaufman. Knights a 13-0 run in the first quarter to build an 11-point lead. And then after the Coyotes cut it to 4 in the second quarter, finished the second on a 5-0 run to push it back to 9, and Knights have just maintained a working margin from there. Pospisil misses the pair, the rebound down to Lambertson. And the other way, Myers with a shot off the window won't go, and the rebound knocked loose. Myers after it, tries to feed it across the paint. It's into the hands of Johnson, and he's fouled. And it'll be free throws for Carter Johnson. Again, Dalton Doria, he is the leading scorer for this Anselmo-Merna team. Fouled out with 5:46 to go, picked up his 4th personal, said something that the official didn't like, got a technical that sent him to the bench with the 5 fouls. Carter Johnson hits the free throw. He was just 3 for 4 on the season before that makes it an 8-point game, and now 7 as Johnson knocks in 2 free throws. Those were only 3 free throws, 3 and 4 on the night for the Coyotes. Knights break the pressure. Anderson with numbers, takes it down the lane and scores. Carson Anderson on another assist for Pospisil, breaking the press. And the Knights back up by 9. That's a big answer for North Central. 3 the other way for Porter, in and out. Rebound tap back out. Porter runs it down. Into the corner, Myers with a 3 on the left side. That one won't fall. And the rebound chased down by Carson Anderson. And a timeout taken by Coach Troy Graff. With 3:22 to go, Knights will still have a couple timeouts remaining. It's a 9-point game, 44-35 on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. We're back with more from Rock County High School after this.
Shepherd Feeding Company of Mills is an 8,000-head commercial feedlot. They also provide a market for locally grown corn and hay. When you are looking to put cattle on feed, contact Doug Shepherd at Shepherd Feeding Company, Mills, Nebraska.
When you need to find a spot, out of sight and right, roll in to contact.
Ainsworth Auto Parts open weekdays 7:30 to 6 and Saturdays 8 to 4. Phone number 402-382-3600. Ainsworth Auto Parts, Parkwest Store, East Highway 20, Ainsworth. First National Bank of Ainsworth, your headquarters for all your financial needs. Checking, savings, online banking, loans, CDs, and safety deposit boxes. First National Bank of Ainsworth, committed to being your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Off the North Central timeout, Knights get it in, working against a 2-2-1 zone press by the Coyotes. This one knocked into the air by Myers and stolen. Myers gets it ahead to Porter for the finish. The steal and assist by Myers. Pospisil flips it ahead to Reynolds. Reynolds lets traffic clear and throws it down low, too tall for Anderson. He's able to save it in bounds, but it's Anderson, make that still on the floor. Lambertson hits him in the face, and it's out of bounds. Boy, a football rugby scrum broke out there as the ball pinballed around. Nobody could squeeze it. It'll go out of bounds off Porter. Well, it's a 7-point game, and it was dangerous there. Good save by Carson Anderson along the baseline just to keep that ball in play. Then it rattled around about 4 or 5 times off players before it was out of bounds off the Coyotes. Inbound pass knocked away by Lambertson and stolen. 16 turnover on the Knights. Here come the Coyotes with a little momentum. Down 7, high post to Porter, inside, good extra feed to Johnson. Johnson with the bucket. And there's a near steal, Anderson able to save it. Gets it ahead to Pospisil in a 2-possession game now. The lead is 5, and Pospisil held and will go to the line with 2:29, and it is double bonus every time the Coyotes commit a foul. The Knights are 8 for 15 at the free throw line. The foul, the 3rd on Quentin Myers, and it puts Dolan Pospisil at the free throw line. Pospisil missed his last 2. He's 3 for 6 at the line, and that one falls for the lefty. It's a 6-point, 2-possession game. 2:29 to go here from Rock County. The 5-9 Knights leading the 4-10 Coyotes by 6 and by 7 as Pospisil makes a pair. Knights have taken 17 free throws, the Coyotes 4. Here is Porter, kicks it into the corner. Safranek, big 3 if it'll go. It does! Safranek knocks in a triple on the 4th assist for Garrett Porter. Pospisil dribbles through traffic, gets it ahead to Orton. Knights with numbers, now to Reynolds. They'll back it out. Pospisil on the attack, flips it up with a left hand and takes it all the way to the hoop. Dolan Pospisil with a big answer. That's the 3rd assist for Troy Reynolds that led to that drive and layup. Here's Myers the other way, misses a shot, and Anderson the rebound, and he's knocked down and fouled, and Carson will head the other way for 2 free throws as the Knights up by 6 with 1:53 to go, and Carson Anderson walks the other way. That's the 4th foul on Wyatt Lambertson. And remember, Dalton Duryea fouled out of this game with 5:46 to go. Minute 53 on the clock. A free throw here can make it a 3-possession game, and does as Anderson gets that one to fall. Carson into double figures. He has 11. Pospisil leads the Knights in scoring. Bruns is in double figures as well. Second one off the back of the rim, and we've got a whistle. And we've got a lane violation against Myers. Troy Reynolds was in there battling for the offensive rebound, but instead it'll be another free throw for Anderson as they call Myers, I believe. Myers is the one that seems upset. He must have crossed the 3-point line before he officially could. As the next free throw, Anderson not able to cash it in, and the rebound down to Lambertson. Knights are 11 for 19 at the line. They've left some points out there in the second half at the free throw line. 7-point game, another 3. Porter, this one's good. Porter knocks it in on the assist from Lambertson, and we're back to a 4-point game. 49-45 with a minute and a half to go. Pospisil takes it inside, blocking foul called. They waved the bucket off. Knight fans wanted the and one as Pospisil flipped it up at the rim after the contact. And that, I believe, is going to foul out Wyatt Lambertson with a minute 28 to go. He's the second starter for Anselmo-Merna to foul out of the game. Lambertson fouls out with 6 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block. He will join Duryea on the bench. 49-45 with Dolan Pospisil at the line for 2 and a 4-point ball game. Couple big threes late for Safranek and Porter to tighten this one up, but Pospisil answers with the free throw. Dolan 6 in the first half on 2 threes. I believe he's got 10 in the second half. Count them all up. He's made 6 free throws and a couple of 2-point buckets, and this free throw rattles home. Dolan hits the pair and a timeout with a minute 28 to go and a 6-point lead for the North Central Knights. We expected a tight one. We're getting it. Timeout North Central. We'll take one, too. 51-45 Knights on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard.
Tires you deserve from people you can trust. At Rock County Tire, their sales and service team go above and beyond to help you with your tire needs. For complete tire service from start to finish, call on Rock County Tire and Back. Phone 402-684-2200.
Springview Implement and Supply, Troy Cook, for all your hardware, plumbing, and electrical supplies, and ranch, farm, and commercial welding. Troy Cook of Springview Implement and Supply, 1 block west of the flashing light in Springview. Proud to support the North Central Knights.
Women's Sportswoman, Tall Tales Taxidermy has moved from Burton to Valentine. We will still be offering the same friendly service and workmanship, just in a different place. We can be found in the Cherry Street Plaza at 103 North Cherry Street in Valentine, or on Facebook, our website, or come see us.
Well, the Knights with just 1 timeout remaining now. Anselmo-Merna with plenty. They have 4. It will be Coyote basketball off the timeout. 88 ticks remaining as the Knights try to win their 4th straight. The Coyotes have been battling from behind all game. Safranek up top, it goes to Porter, to Safranek on the left wing. Into the hands of Finney, who came in after Lambertson fouled out. Safranek jump stop all the way to the rack. Too strong. The rebound is loose, picked up and loose again, and chased down by Pospisil, still loose. And it's still just a hot potato and bodies on the floor, and finally a jump ball called with a minute 4. Possession arrow favors the Knights. Boy, nobody wanted to squeeze it. It was like the ball was 150 degrees and it was hot potato time. That ball carried about 6 or 7 times off of different players, and a second rugby scrum broke out. Knights get it in on the press, and they aren't able to foul Anderson. This one poked away by Safranek, loose on the floor. And it's a jump ball. Possession arrow will go to the Coyotes. Troy Graff was trying to use his last timeout, but the officials wouldn't grant it because the Knights did not have possession. This time possession arrow to the Coyotes, and they get it back down 6. Big possession here with 56 seconds remaining. 5-second count is on. Timeout taken by Coach Brent Myers to save the 5-second call. We will take 1-2 with 57 ticks remaining. North Central hanging on to a 6-point lead here at home over Anselmo-Merna.
Orton Feed Company of Mills can help you supplement your cattle without the use of high-priced corn or cake by using economical Lumix ADM feed. From Orton Feed Company, Jason Orton of Mills, proud supporter of high school sports.
Behind every hard-working farm and ranch operation, there is someone behind the scenes keeping track of the numbers and paying the bills. It's no different here at Herbert Feed and Grain. Our friendly and helpful office gals are always ready to take your calls and answer your questions. Carla, Christy, Jordan, or Jeannie are ready to take your orders on Hubbard Feed, seed, or fuel. Call Herbert Feed and Grain, 402-668-2288.
Big thanks to Herbert Feed and Grain bringing you the broadcast tonight on KBRB, along with all of our North Central sportscasters. Greg Kinsey here at the top of the bleachers at Rock County High School. We've had 2 fun ball games. North Central dominant in that first game tonight, winning 74-45 over an 11-win Anselmo-Merna team. Here it's been Anselmo-Merna trying to battle back from behind after much of this one. They get it in to Porter. Into the corner it goes to Johnson. They throw it inside to Safronic. Move to the left and knocks it down. Safronic gets the bucket. And now we got a whistle and a foul with 45 seconds left in a 4-point game as Dolan Pospish will walk the other way for 2 more free throws. Dolan has made 7 free throws on 10 attempts here in the second half. It is the 4th foul on Carter Johnson. Dalton Duryea and Wyatt Lambertson have fouled out of this one for the Coyotes. And 2 free throws here for Dolan. Left-hander's first one as the gym gets quiet is up and good. So Pospischel knocks that one in. It's a 5-point game. And a timeout taken again by Coach Brent Myers. He still has a couple remaining. Knights with 1. That's a full timeout, so we'll take a break again. Here from Rock County High School on KBRB, here's some more of the fine folks who make these broadcasts possible.
Making car shopping fun again. Whether you're in the market for brand new or pre-owned, shop the great selection at William Crotter Company, where service is a family tradition. See them at 305 West Douglas in O'Neill, or you can find them on Facebook and CrotterAuto.com.
Stand solid with proven genetics from Barstow Angus of Springview. Each year in the early spring, Barstow Angus offers to beef producers throughout the region outstanding Angus bulls raised and fed to ensure structure and breeding soundness. Barstow Angus of Springview.
Well, the North Central Knights have 3 in double figures with Pospischel, Bruns, and Anderson. And for the Coyotes, it's the freshman Quentin Myers leading the way. Garrett Porter into double figures now. But again, 2 starters, Wyatt Lambertson and Dalton Duryea, have fouled out of this one. And the Knights will have Dolan Pospischel at the free throw line for 1 more in a 5-point game. Pospischel is now 8 for 11, all in the second half at the free throw line. And I give him 18 points in this one. So he's really been coming on lately, the junior guard. Elgin Public Pope John at the half now leads West Holt 27-17. Second free throw for Dolan is good. He knocks in a pair to make it a 6-point game. The other way, here's the freshman Myers, shut off, kicks it into the corner. Porter for 3, short, and the rebound down to Painter with 35 seconds left, and Painter is fouled, an intentional call. Not sure it had gone that route as they were trying to give up the foul, but they call it an intentional. Pushing it back, apparently wasn't trying for the basketball. A lot of times when they're trying to give up a foul, you will see them just call the 2-shot foul, not the intentional variety. You could almost say any of those fouls at that point in the game are intentional, but they do give the intentional call, so the Knights not only the free throws, but will get the ball back. Painter misses the first. Ryan Quiet offensively, just 3 points, but he's had 7 boards and 4 assists, and he misses both free throws. So it's been a tough night offensively for Ryan. He's been a consistent scorer, averages over 10 a game for this North Central team, but Struggled a little bit offensively tonight, but he's done the other things. Leads the team with 7 rebounds and 4 assists. 53-47, they get it into Anderson, right back to Painter, now to Carson with 30 seconds. Carson, as they double-team Dolan to keep the ball out of his hands. See if they try to foul Painter, and they will. This one will go against Cade Safronic, I believe. That's his 4th. So now you have 2 players fouled out, 2 more with 4. And Ryan Painter right back to the line for 2 more. Boy, a free throw here, huge. It would make it a 3-possession game with 22.5 seconds remaining. Ryan on the season is a 50% free throw shooter. This one is up, back rim. Knights are now 15 for 26 at the free throw line. This a crucial free throw here for Painter. Would make it a 3-possession game. Boy, the gym gets real quiet on these free throws. And there, Ryan knocks one down to make it a 3-possession game. 54-47, 18 seconds on the clock. Porter kicks it across. Myers for 3. No. Offensive rebound. Myers follows it up, kicks it back outside. Now baseline jumper won't fall. Rebound knocked away, picked up by Porter. Porter spin move. That one won't fall. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and out of bounds to the Knight with 1.5 seconds remaining. And that is going to do it. The Knights are going to pick up their 4th straight win and their 5th out of 6 games. And the Knights all of a sudden are closing in on the 500 mark, and they will go to 6-9 on the season. 7-point game. Pater with a baseball pass touched by Anderson. With 1 second left, it'll go as a turnover as Anderson touched it. And a second left, it will be Anselmo-Merna basketball, but since Anderson touched it, goes out of bounds on the far end. So just academic at this point. They'll get it in to Myers, who just chucked a shoe before the last offensive possession. And the North Central Knights will hang on and win their 4th straight, 54-47 in a hard-earned game over the Coyotes. Boy, a lot of points in that 4th quarter that took a lot of time, as it was Anselmo-Merna outscoring the Knights 22-21 in the 4th, but the Knights will come away with the 7-point victory and sweep this doubleheader here against Anselmo-Merna. 54-47 is your Tri-County Bank final. We'll come back with our end of the game summary brought to you by the TCB after this.